I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
I'm picking Valentine, cause on the morning light, the sky's got him big and at 5 to 9. It's up, he waits to fly a hop, according to this here and the telegram. If he says the horse is
It's alright, a horse is all depends if it's red last night.
I was Valentine, the morning road looks fine. Besides John, these brothers, a friend of mine. Well, just a big boys, I got the noise. Says your great-grandfather was at one point. I
She's a horse beer, she's no one's dear. From a handicap, she's great sincere.
I had to Valentine, cause on the morning light, the she's got it big and that's 5 to 9. But when it's up, you get to fly a hop, according to this here and the telegram. Valentine,
I got the horse right here.
Resist the devil and he will flee from you. This is what the Bible tells us. And that is why I'm standing here on the Devil's Own street, on the Devil's Own city, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. You are in great danger. I am not speaking of the prison and the gallows, but the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, it is the same soul mission, located at 409 West, 49th Street, open all day and all night with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
Oh, Miss Sarah. I wonder why such a refined doll like her is getting mixed up in the mission dodge.
She is the most beautiful doll, with 100% eyes.
Oh, yeah. It's a shame that such a doll has to waste all the time being good. How can she make any money off of that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
That's what it is. You got it.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know nicely, Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely. Thank you.
Tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? Has he got a place for his scratch game?
We don't know yet, but the heat is on.
He is still looking for a place.
Tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
$5,000? Where did you acquire it?
I collected the award on my father.
That's cold.
Everybody's looking for action. I wish Nathan would find
Anakin! Oh, 57th Street. It is Mr. Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
Pleasure.
Either of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean, the Nathan Detroit has been running a floating crap game and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
Because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yes.
Oh!
Well, you can tell him for me, because I know right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's gonna give him a spot, because they know Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Fellas, I am having terrible trouble finding a place for the great game on account of everybody being scared of that lousy Brannigan.
Something wrong, Detroit?
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan, I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a spot?
Well, the heat is on, as you must know, on account of you having to live on your salary. What does that cop want from me? All I do is run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action. And in return, I take a small cut off the top. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place yet?
Well, I tried all the regular places, the back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
But Nathan, once you told me there might be a chance of the Biltmore Garage?
Yeah. I went to the Biltmore Garage, spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might let me use the place, providing I can get him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He don't want my marker.
Oh, your marker's no good, eh?
Why would you say that? What do you mean my marker's no good? What, a marker? It ain't just a piece of paper that says I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker, it's like a man's word on which you cannot welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. And anyway, my marker, it's as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It's hard to imagine me without a livelihood. Why, I've been running this crap game since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Well, Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even afford to get Adelaide a present. Do you know what today is?
Her birthday?
No, that's the 27th.
No, you're
Mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Aww.
Yeah, we've been engaged 14 years.
Yeah.
Nathan, concentrate on the crap game. The town is up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Randy Bottle Bates and Jerry the Horse.
Scranton Slim and Society Max.
Angie the Ox and Living the Fool.
I know, I can make a fortune, but where can we have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grant on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door at the gym of Public School 84.
Ooh, there's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got. Nathan, Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crafting in New York. game will float again, my boys will let you know where it is.
Hey, you don't say, Nathan. You know who else wants a little bit of action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson, now there's the highest player of them all.
Highest the Greek?
Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. What? I once saw him bet 5 G's on a cockroach, and another time, he wouldn't take penicillin on account of him having 10 G's that his fever would go to 104.
Did it?
Sky's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Hey, maybe you can borrow the $1,000 from Sky.
Yeah. No, with Sky, that kind of money, it ain't Linden money. It's betting money.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't I bet him something?
What?
Huh? Why don't I bet Sky Masterson $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky.
Sure, I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing I can find a bet which there is no chance of me losing.
Okay.
Sky likes crazy bets, like how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake or something like that. Cheesecake, that's it. Why don't you two go into Minnie's and ask him how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday? Also ask him how many pieces of strudel.
Okay. How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Never mind, here comes Adelaide. She finds out I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Oh, hello, Nathan.
Adelaide, pigeon.
You go ahead, girls. What a meat. A tuna fish on fry. A chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. Goodbye, girls. Nathan, you gotta get back to the Hotbox.
You're still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie, he's been working us all day. So finally I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and make that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
What did you say to him?
I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me.
I hope you like it.
It's a belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Adelaide, that's so sweet. Listen, about your present. Well, I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and rubies on the side and...
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
That's okay, I didn't.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Well, listen, honey, one of these days when I'm in the money, you'll have more meat than I make.
Nathan, I can do with just about anything as long as you're not running the crap game again.
A crap game? What an absurd thought.
1200 cheesecake, 1200 cheesecake, 1500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold
1200 cheesecake.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake, that's great.
Nathan, what's this?
Nothing, honey. Not yet, Harry, but my boys will let you know.
Out here.
Nathan, what was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous, it's his first wife. Look, honey, I'm waiting on a fella. And I don't want your food to get soggy.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, Adelaide, it's just I'm waiting on a fella. Boys, why don't you take Adelaide across the street to the drugstore? Adelaide, it's across the street. I don't want your food to get cold. And there are a lot of open manholes around.
Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person ever. Goodbye.
Masterson, how are you, Sky?
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
You look great.
I feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Well, are you gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana.
Oh yes, there's a lot of action down there. Do you want to come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to do. But why don't we stop into Mindy's and get something to eat? A piece of cheesecake or something.
No, I'm not hungry yet. Tell me, how was Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing the Hotbox.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Yeah, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, guys like us, we can fight it. We gotta remember and understand that Pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back-to-back.
Yeah, say ya. Are you hungry yet? Why don't we stop in the Mindy's? Piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy is the best cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who isn't? And yet, there are some people who prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I'd never given it much thought, but if everybody is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, I figured for old time's sake, I'd give you a little action. Let's say $1,000 that Mindy sells more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man, about to go off into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this: son, the old guy says, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come to you and he is going to show you a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
Well, you don't think that
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the color of the tie you have on. Well,
No bet.
plaid! What a crazy color!
Then we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't talk to me.
Hi, Sky. How you doing?
Good. How's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to pick her up after the show at the Hotbox tonight. And don't be late!
Yes, dear.
Yes! Yes, dear! That is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. And Adelaide, you have found the kind of doll that is most difficult to unload.
But I don't want to unload Adelaide. I love her. And a guy without a doll, well, a guy without a doll, who would holler at him? A doll's a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rep on dolls. I just think a guy should have them around when he wants them, and they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figure in weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you're going to Havana alone, without one?
I like to travel light. Besides, if I wish to take a doll to Havana with me, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Oh yeah, any doll, you name her.
Any doll and I name her. Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you'll take her with you to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet.
All right. I name her.
Her cider.
Someday I'm gonna take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Pardon me, do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
the name is Abernathy. Arvine Abernathy.
Sky Masterson,
What's wrong?
my heart is heavy with sin. I've wasted my life on gambling and evil betting, but I've suddenly realized the horrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha,
Yes.
coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly, I have been wandering around trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly, I would never have become a gambler had I not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here you are, young man.
Thank you. It feels nice just to talk to you people.
Well, you go right on talking with Miss Sarah, and I'm sure you'll feel all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good, Brother Masterson. I wish we could find more sinners like yourself. We're out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to find that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good. I don't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine, old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. And if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are two of our pamphlets I'd like you to read. They will bring you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
Oh, I'm sure, Miss Sarah. Look, I hope you will not think I'm stepping out of line. I just think it is wonderful to see a nice-looking doll, a pretty lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place, you ever go anywhere else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a bit far, but there are a few wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Have you ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help from you.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22.
Isaiah.
There are two things been in every hotel in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
Managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Look, I'll make you a proposition. When's this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee you to fill this place with 12 sinners. And I will also guarantee you that they will sit still and listen to you.
What's mine to the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here,
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anyone in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow.
At noon?
Of course, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant,
Where's that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
Havana?
Of course, the plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you said you were a sinner, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Miss Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she is still just a sergeant.
Please go away.
Oh, why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm relieved to know that it is just me personally, however, and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere out there's a man who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this man will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber, to the wisdom in his head, to the holy aroma of his pie.
Have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
Got this guy all figured out, huh?
I have.
Even down to what he smokes, all figured out.
All figured out.
by the two pair of pants.
By the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I know as I run to his arms that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I don't know when my love comes along.
No, you're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a
I
horse?
wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly, I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face. How I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare. And I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't even ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? And I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes I'll drop in again in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need. Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I know when my love comes along.
Hello? Is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Listen, Joey, I'm calling about the,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Say it a little louder, Nathan.
The crap game!
Not that loud. What do you say that on the phone? Well, the cops will listen.
I'm sorry, listen, the dice game. Joey, can I have the game at your place tomorrow?
If I get $1,000,
You'll get it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Listen, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I cannot lose. I bet him he could not take a doll on a trip.
Why couldn't he?
She ain't the type of doll that goes places.
Why not? She just doesn't?
Don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure, Nathan. It ain't a horse, it's a doll.
But Joey.
Nathan, there will be no cracking here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, would I lie to you?
Yes.
All right, listen. I gotta go pick up Adelaide at the Hotbox, but can I at least tell the guys it's gonna be at your place tomorrow?
Not till I get the dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker. Hello, my face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading a book. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
And how is your cold?
Oh, it's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I had had it, and I had told him a long time. So he said to read this book, because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, darling, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why certain girls do certain kinds of things.
Would it tell you what type of doll would go with a certain type of fella, which you wouldn't normally think she would do so?
What do you mean? Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can't be sure some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to get a raise. So what I'll be making, I wondered, what do you think? Maybe we could finally get married?
Well, we're going to sooner or later.
I know Nathan, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Nathan, I've never told you this before, but my mother back on Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
Well, I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
And then after about 2 years...
What, after about 2 years?
We had a baby!
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
After all those years, Nathan, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
Oh, 5.
Your mother must be glutton for punishment.
Nathan, now we're finally getting married, so it won't be a lie anymore.
How could you do such a thing to such a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'm gonna have to meet her sooner or later. What am I supposed to tell her I did with the kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
Well, I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding stuff. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years, but I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Oh, would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
Well, so you see, Nathan, I've got the wedding veil. Now all we need is our license and our blood test.
What?
Blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they shut down my crap game, then they open up my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning to run your crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, why do you think I shut down the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple there ever was in the world.
Has anybody seen a marriage?
I don't think so.
I was all playing up the society and actually practice on account of your dopey crap game. Honest Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, there it is. Come on, girls. I don't know why you're so worried. It's not even real silly.
Adelaide, look at me, I'm down on my knees.
Get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
You're getting yourself upset. After all, we love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Look, let me see that old smile. That's my girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustrations, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a gold. You can spray her wherever you figure the strap to cork either. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fish eye from the hotel Shows an erotic tendency. C note. C note. Chronic organic syndromes. Toxic or hypertense. Involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just for worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can spray her all day with the vitamin A and the bromophis, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself, and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And when the boy is from stalling and stalling and stalling a wedding drip, a person can develop a grip. Then they get her to drink Viagra, and she can hear Turks spells time. The compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off that Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop a grip. The post-nasal trip with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a rip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting doomed, a person can develop a bad
Hiya, nicely. What are you laughing at?
Oh, this guy was just following Miss Sarah. And you should have seen her.
She give him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Oh, good. Just so as long as he don't take it to Havana.
Havana? You couldn't take this dog to New Rochelle. Hey, where is Maiden? He ought to start lining up the game.
Oh, he's probably looking for Adelaide again.
She's mad at him. Again.
Oh, that Miss Adelaide. Always taking his mind off honest work.
Yes, it's too bad that such a smart businessman like Nate has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness. And we should be tolerant. Because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look, what's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. Picture about a Minnesota man so in love with the Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. It's a story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who used to be something of a rover.
That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has a victim, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some love.
When you spot a John waiting down the range, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for Jane.
When you meet a Jen
a Joe, saving half of his dough. Make a bet, they'll be making it for some dough.
When the bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for their rub. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7. That your guy's only doing it for some dog. Make a bet that he's begging you with some dog.
When the guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the heck do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells of Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it dumb, call it clever, I've been drinking your odds forever. That the guy's only doing it for some dog, some dog, some dog. The guy's only doing it for some
Well, we finally lost him.
I think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work. Very.
Oh, by the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Seth.
No, I can't reach these people. I never should have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go into lunch. And to think, I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and just have them begging to come into the mission. General Cartwright!
Good morning, Sarah. Bye-bye.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming into town, General.
Well, I got it early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
I'm sorry, we've been holding some extra street meetings trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General. Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside and have lunch with us?
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh no!
Close the mission?
But General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many other places where our work is really needed.
But General, we're doing much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
We've announced a meeting. But will anybody be there? Will anybody come?
Pardon me? I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former Senator. How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah could be a big success here.
Glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion? Why don't you come to the meeting for yourself and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
If I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah!
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 You all got your red carnations? Yeah. Remember, nobody will be let into the crap game without they got on red carnations. Sort of like the password.
Okay, South Street, where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, Nathan! Is it all set? Can I tell the guys it's gonna be at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. We gotta stall him for a while. The money from Sky ain't come yet.
But it's 11 o'clock. The guys won't wait around much longer.
So sue me. Look, I left nicely at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky.
What's happened?
Where's the dough?
The money ain't come yet.
Well, I told you to wait for it.
I had to go get some groceries. I was feeling a little faint.
Go back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back even if you starve.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Harry, how are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have no place for the game, tell us. We will seek elsewhere.
Take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, you will not spoil our evening, inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Well, how do you do, Big Julie? And welcome to Hotbox City, where, as you know, the heat is on, but just you be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we glow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Amen. There is no cracking tonight. I'm sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased.
Considerably displeased.
And Big Julie does not like to be displeased.
I do not like to be
As
displeased.
you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him.
They displeased me.
It is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
They displeased me.
Well, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease such a fine gentleman as Big Julie here. Big Julie, believe me when I tell you that when Nathan Detroit arranges something, that's a guarantee.
Well. The cream of society indeed. Angie the Ox, Rusty Charlie, Society Max, Liverlips Louie, and hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And pardon me, I'm not very good on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
The Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, and what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't go walking my mother across the street. Smells lovely. This looks like the male chorus from Blossom Time. Tell me, what's the occasion?
Well, we're,
It's a party.
A party?
What type of party?
It's it's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
And nobody can deny.
Why did you tell me?
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, but when I saw you standing there with all these fine gentlemen, I never could have dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was,
It's a bachelor dinner.
Bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, finally, after 14 years, I'm going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Well, tell me, Nathan, when's the happy day?
What'll it be, Nathan?
Well,
Well, come on, Nathan. These kind fellas are kind enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
well, you know, we need time for a license and a blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after showing the Hotbox?
Not a lady. Time for a license and
You
a
could
blood.
vote.
What?
You could drive down to Maryland, then marry up right away. They don't ask for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Night viewing.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the heck?
Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the show tomorrow night at the Hotbox?
Sure, I'll get a table and I'll be dressed up in whatever you will open.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy!
My congratulations to Nathan, and I only hope there's nothing in Heredity.
You are indeed a Dr. Bubba, a most beautiful doll's teeth. What did you read, Big Julie?
Let's shoot crap.
Oh, Nathan, you better find the place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
But maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
Hey, cut it up. She wouldn't have. How could she?
mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where the prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down.
good. I'll have another.
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, slugger. It's over and you're the champ. Well, are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp stay here for a few days so we can see how wonderful it's really like?
No, I think we better head back if we want to catch the plane to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
Well, I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. You want to know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how we met in the first place. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on, I'm taking you back.
No!
I gotta think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Hi, girls. Thank you. Sky. Hello.
Adelaide, how are you?
Oh, fine, Sky. Look, the girls are practicing the kitchen show.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you
Glad
know?
to meet you. Sky, we're hoping to get married tomorrow night. Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel like a housewife already.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been out this late.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person that I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish
Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We've taken your advice. We were out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Sarah, where have you been?
I've been to Cuba.
Well, you're more tired than I am.
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but never a crap game running full blast in a mission.
Crap game.
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah!
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I shouldn't have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
What kind of doll are you anyways?
I'm a mission doll.